Hi, passionate Rangers FC fans. Welcome to Rangers Update, your dedicated source for all things Rangers. Before we dive in, we want to express our gratitude for your unwavering support. If you bleed blue, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button, and let's strengthen our community. Now, let's get into the latest updates. A hearty welcome to our new followers. Your backing means the world to us. WATP, let's get to the news. The whispers have started to swirl around Jack Butland, and if you've been anywhere near the corridors of Rangers chatter lately, you'll find that something just doesn't sit right. What began as a quiet murmur has grown into a proper storm of speculation, the kind that grips supporters and leaves them questioning everything they thought was settled. Butland, a figure of composure between the sticks, has suddenly found himself at the center of a narrative that feels far bigger than a simple career decision. There's a sense, almost electric in nature, that a turning point has arrived, and it's no just about football anymore. It's about identity, ambition, and the unseen pressures that come with wearing a badge steeped in history. Folk close to the situation hint that conversations have been happening behind closed doors, the sort that didn't leak easily unless something significant is brewing. And now, with his future hanging in the balance, the question isn't just whether he stays or goes, but what his decision truly means for the club, the dressing room, and the supporters who've come to trust him as the last line of defense in moments of chaos. As the speculation deepens, there's a growing belief that Butland himself has reached a crossroads that few outside the game can fully appreciate. Being a goalkeeper at a club like Rangers isn't merely about stopping shots. It's about carrying expectation on your shoulders every single minute you're on that pitch. Sources suggest that the internal dialogue within Butland's camp has shifted dramatically in recent weeks, with considerations that go far beyond contract terms or playing time. There's talk of personal ambition, of a desire to test himself in different environments, and perhaps even a sense that his current chapter, while successful in many respects, may have reached its natural conclusion. Those close to the club arena have begun to notice subtle changes in his demeanor, small signals that might go unnoticed by the casual observer but stand out to those who live and breathe the game daily. It's these nuances that fuel the rumor mill, giving rise to theories that something monumental is about to unfold, something that could reshape not only his career but the entire dynamic within the squad. Inside the dressing room, the atmosphere is said to be a mixture of uncertainty and quiet concern, as teammates grapple with the possibility that one of their most reliable figures could be preparing to move on. Butland's presence has been more than just functional. It's been symbolic, a representation of stability in moments when the team has needed it most. The idea that he might step away introduces a ripple effect that could touch every corner of the club. There are whispers that senior players have already begun informal conversations, trying to gauge where things stand, seeking reassurance that may or may not be forthcoming. Meanwhile, coaching staff are reportedly keeping a close eye on the situation, aware that any shift in the goalkeeping position could necessitate broader tactical adjustments. It's no exaggeration to say that this potential decision carries weight far beyond the individual, influencing strategies, morale, and even recruitment plans as the club looks ahead to an uncertain future. Supporters, as you'd expect, have been anything but silent. The terraces and online forums alike are buzzing with debate, speculation, and no small amount of anxiety. For many, Butland represents a rare blend of experience and reliability, a player who has delivered when it mattered most and earned the trust of a demanding fan base. The mere suggestion that he could be considering an exit has sparked a wide range of reactions, from disbelief to frustration, and even a touch of resignation among those who've seen similar situations unfold in the past. Yet there's also a recognition that football is a game of constant movement, where loyalties are often tested by opportunities that can't be ignored. The emotional connection between player and supporters is a powerful thing, but it's also fragile, susceptible to the realities of a sport driven by ambition and change. In this context, Butland's situation becomes more than just a rumor. It becomes a focal point for the hopes and fears of an entire community. What makes this story particularly compelling is the lack of clear information, the sense that everything we're hearing is pieced together from fragments, hints, and educated guesses. There's been no official statement, no definitive confirmation of intent, and yet the narrative continues to gather momentum. It's the kind of uncertainty that fuels endless discussion, where every small development is analyzed and reanalyzed in search of meaning. Some insiders suggest that interest from outside clubs could be playing a role, adding another layer of complexity to an already intricate situation. Others point to internal factors, suggesting that the decision may be rooted in dynamics within the club itself. Whatever the truth may be, the absence of clarity only intensifies the intrigue, drawing more and more attention to a story that feels poised on the brink of revelation. And then there's the broader question of legacy, of how Butland wishes to be remembered should he indeed choose to take a different path. In football, moments like these are defining, shaping not only the immediate future, but the narrative that follows a player long after they've moved on. For Butland, the stakes are undeniably high, as any decision he makes will be scrutinized and interpreted through the lens of expectation and loyalty. The possibility that he might leave Rangers at this juncture raises important questions about timing, motivation, and the ever-present tension between personal ambition and collective responsibility. It's a delicate balance, one that requires careful consideration and, perhaps, a willingness to embrace uncertainty in pursuit of something greater. Now, as the rumor mill continues to churn, there's a growing sense that we're approaching a pivotal moment, one where speculation may soon give way to reality. Those within the club are said to be preparing for all possible outcomes, quietly assessing contingency plans while maintaining a public stance of calm and focus. It's a delicate dance, managing internal uncertainty while projecting confidence to the outside world. For Butland, the pressure must be immense, knowing that his every move is being watched and interpreted through a lens of heightened scrutiny. Yet, if the whispers are to be believed, he remains composed, focused on his responsibilities even as the noise around him grows louder. It's this duality, the contrast between outward professionalism and inward contemplation, that adds depth to an already compelling narrative. Beyond the immediate implications for Rangers, Butland's situation also speaks to a broader theme within modern football, the constant interplay between stability and change. Players today are faced with decisions that go far beyond the pitch, encompassing personal growth, career trajectory, and the ever-evolving landscape of the sport. In this context, Butland's potential departure can be seen as part of a larger pattern, one that reflects the realities of a game in perpetual motion. It's a reminder that even the most settled situations can shift in an instant, driven by factors that are often invisible to those on the outside looking in. This perspective adds another layer to the story, transforming it from a simple transfer rumor into a reflection of the complexities inherent in professional football. As discussions continue behind the scenes, there's also speculation about how the club might respond should Butland decide to move on. Recruitment teams are believed to be quietly exploring options, identifying potential replacements who could step into a role of immense responsibility. It's a task that's easier said than done, as finding a goalkeeper of Butland's caliber is no small feat. The process involves careful evaluation, not only of technical ability, but also of character, resilience, and the capacity to handle the unique pressures that come with the position. This aspect of the story underscores the far-reaching impact of Butland's decision, highlighting the chain reaction that could follow in its wake. Meanwhile, the media landscape has been quick to latch onto the story, amplifying every rumor and adding fuel to the fire of speculation. Headlines and commentary pieces abound, each offering a different angle on what might be unfolding behind closed doors. In this environment, separating fact from fiction becomes increasingly challenging, as narratives are shaped as much by perception as by reality. For supporters, this creates a sense of information overload, where the sheer volume of content can make it difficult to discern what's truly happening. Yet it also reflects the enduring fascination with stories like this, where uncertainty and intrigue combine to capture the imagination. Through it all, one thing remains clear. Butland's situation has become a focal point, a story that encapsulates the drama and unpredictability of football at its highest level. Whether he ultimately decides to stay or seek a new challenge, the impact of this moment will be felt for some time to come. It's a testament to his importance within the team, as well as to the broader dynamics that define the sport. For now, all eyes remain on him, waiting for the next development in a saga that shows no sign of losing momentum. And so, the speculation continues, weaving its way through conversations, debates, and quiet moments of reflection. It's a story that invites us to consider not only what might happen next, but also why these moments resonate so deeply with those who follow the game. In Butland's case, the answer lies in a combination of talent, circumstance, and the ever-present allure of the unknown. As the narrative unfolds, one can't help but feel that we're witnessing something significant, a turning point that could redefine not just a career, but the fortunes of a club and the emotions of its supporters. In the end, whether the rumors prove true or fade into the background, the journey itself has already left its mark, reminding us of the power of speculation to shape our understanding of the game. And in that sense, Butland's story is far from over. It's merely entering a new chapter, one that promises to be as compelling and unpredictable as the one that came before. There's also a growing murmur that this situation didn't emerge overnight, that the seeds of this potential departure were planted long before the public caught wind of it. Within the inner circles surrounding Jack Butland, there are hints that conversations about his long-term future have been quietly ongoing, shaped by moments both on and off the pitch that never made headlines. Some suggest that the relentless demands of performing at a high level week after week have begun to weigh heavier than before, not in a way that diminishes his quality, but in a way that forces reflection. It's the kind of internal reckoning that many elite players face, where the question isn't just about capability, but about fulfillment and direction. Those who've followed his journey closely point out that he's always been thoughtful about his career, never one to act impulsively, which only adds to the intrigue now. If he is indeed considering stepping away from Rangers, it's likely the result of careful deliberation rather than sudden impulse, a decision shaped by layers of experience that outsiders can only begin to imagine. At the same time, there's a theory gaining traction that external interest could be playing a decisive role in all of this, even if nothing concrete has been confirmed. In the modern game, a goalkeeper of Butland's caliber doesn't go unnoticed, and it would hardly be surprising if clubs from different leagues have been monitoring his situation closely, waiting for the slightest indication that a move might be possible. This kind of attention can be both flattering and destabilizing, creating a sense of possibility that's difficult to ignore. For a player, knowing that there are other paths available can shift perspective, turning what once felt permanent into something far more fluid. And while no official bids or negotiations have come to light, the mere suggestion that they could exist is enough to keep the rumor mill spinning. It's in this space between certainty and speculation that stories like this thrive, drawing in supporters and analysts alike as they piece together what might be happening behind the scenes. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. Back within the club, there's a quiet awareness that the situation could reach a tipping point at any moment, and preparations, however discreet, are likely already underway. The goalkeeping position is one that demands absolute trust, not just in ability, but in mindset, and any uncertainty in that role can ripple through the entire team structure. Coaches are said to be observing closely not just Butland's performances, but his interactions, his body language, the subtle cues that might reveal where his head truly is. It's a delicate balance, maintaining professionalism while navigating the possibility of change, and it speaks to the complexity of managing a squad at this level. Should the rumors prove accurate, the transition would need to be handled with precision, ensuring that the team remains stable even as a key figure potentially steps aside. Among the supporters, the conversation has evolved from shock to something more reflective, to understand rather than simply react. There's an acknowledgement that football careers are finite, that players must sometimes make decisions that seem difficult from the outside but feel necessary from within. Even so, the emotional weight of a potential departure like this can be understated. For many, Butland has become more than just a player. He's a symbol of reliability, a presence that brings a sense of calm in moments of tension. Losing that, or even contemplating the loss of it, creates a void that's hard to quantify. Yet, within that uncertainty, there's also a resilience, a belief that the club will endure, as it always has, adapting to whatever changes come its way. There's also an undercurrent of curiosity about what this move, if it happens, would mean for Butland himself, beyond the immediate headlines. A new environment brings new challenges, different expectations, and the opportunity to redefine oneself in subtle but significant ways. For a goalkeeper, whose role is often scrutinized in isolation, such a transition can be both daunting and invigorating. It raises questions about how he sees the next phase of his career, what he hopes to achieve, and how he measures success at this stage. These are deeply personal considerations, ones that rarely surface in public discourse but play a crucial role in shaping decisions like this. And in that sense, the speculation surrounding him becomes not just a story about movement, but about evolution. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.